it's the Marine here. I am in my ELC AMX, the Tier 5 French Scout Tank. We're in Malanovka, and I have about a 155% crew on here now with camouflage. So what you're going to see me do here is tell the team I'm going to do a very quick run, and I ping the map about where tanks are going to be spotted. Apparently the T-34-1 thinks I'm going to suicide.
Time to roll out.
Apparently they think that all scouts who announce they're going to be scouting and where shots are going to be are idiots. And I don't blame them. And so what you see me do here is I have two, if you look at the mini-map, I have two rings. The outer ring is the max view range of any tank in the game. The inner ring is what the range that I have with coded optics. And so what I'm trying to do is get as much of the enemy base within the inner ring where their tanks are likely to be so that I can spot them. At that time I only lit 2 tanks, but I'm also not getting shot at, so I'm pretty sure I was not spotted. And what I'm going to do now is get into more of a traditional scout location. I really want to get in these bushes here in front of me, but that M5A1 is doing his hero suicide stupid run, and I really can't move up until he's dead. I see that KV-13 up at F7. I really don't want to be caught out in the open, so I really want to get my team to focus their fire on him. Hoping he's backed off for good. And now I'm in more the traditional scout location. This is a great initial location for pretty much any a real scout in the game. One thing that you really need to be mindful about scouting a tank that does not have a turret is when you move your cursor to highlight a tank and call for fire on them, that you could potentially turn your tank. It's not so much an issue with traditional scouts, but a tank like the ELC or the E25, if you're using him in a scout position, you really have to be mindful about not turning and breaking your camo. Hoping my team will take out the KV-13 pretty soon so that I am able to move up and get more vision within their base. At this point I figure they have a lot of people up on the hill, given that I am not spotting anyone right now within their base, and so I'm hoping that I can get pressure into their base. That shot was never going to hit, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. The ELC's gun is pretty, other than its aim time, it's pretty daggone good. It has a AP round with 170 pen, and its APCR is freaking fantastic. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to, I just assume that artillery is here in the back, like typical scumbags, and so I'm going after them. Right now I'm not so much concerned about damage, I just want to stay alive
Permission to
and
engage.
do what damage I can to these tanks. I figure my vision is probably going to win
Heavy
the day.
armor is damaged. Where'd they go?
This should be fun.
Ready to fire.
Full health SU.
Penetration.
You really can't ram many things within this tank, and it's so
Target
light that
unlocked.
if he tries to move, I'm just going to be SOL.
Critical hit.
What I was hoping to do there was track him. I clearly didn't, but that's okay.
Permission to engage.
I was able to actually get underneath his gun.
Penetration.
He was finally able to hit me, but I get to get behind him now.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I was using auto aim there so that I could control my movement. And now time to go back to defend the cap. Now here you can see the really bad gun arc that this tank has and the really poor aim time there. Unfortunately I hit the T-34's gun.
Enemy is hit.
And we capped for the win. I would have liked to get more damage in, but that's okay. As you can see, this was a mastery badge. I finished with 1080 damage with a base experience of 1076. And in the end, I only did 1832 in spotting. I was probably spotting a lot of my own damage, and I did damage some tier 7 tanks. The getting a mastery badge in this tank isn't hard, but apparently a lot of people play it really badly, and so it just has really low expected damage values and experience values for masteries.